This is actually an idea that was suggested to me, and I do think I can help to do a bit of critics, but like generally, like, okay, this is targeted at my specialty. I don't think that many people are going to offer like big cube like Yau method critics, but generally, okay, first you have to use the Yau method, because if you use Redux, I probably won't know how to help you that much. And if you use Hoya, I can still critique your last 4 edges and 3x3 stage, because at that part of the solve, it's basically the same as Yau. Yeah, and then lastly, make sure your cube is visible in the camera. So for example, this is actually not the best example. Like, the cube is slightly out of frame, but like, yeah, generally try to have a similar camera angle as this, but make the cube as in frame as possible. And lastly, like, okay, a bit of disclaimers, because I may be a bit busy from time to time, especially like due to job or school or things like that. I might not actually critique your solve, or I might actually take very long just to get a video out for like the critics, and like your chance of being critiqued is going to be higher if your category has been done before. So what I mean by category is, like, if you scroll down to the bottom, basically I have a lot of skill level categories listed here for 5x5 or 6x6, depending on what is the video that you want to submit. So okay, the instruction here is submit a video for like one solve, and then after that, like, I would like paste upload it to YouTube and paste the link here, and then after that, like, this one is just for me to know what to call you, like by what name. And for this one, yeah, this one is the skill level. So I generally want, like, for this series in general, my goal will be, like, the long-term goal for this series will be to cover one of every skill level. So let's say if this particular skill level for 5x5 has been done before, then the other 3 will get a higher priority. So that's what I mean by the last point down here. Your chance of being critiqued will be higher if your global average has not been done before. And another thing I try to avoid is someone whose skill level is too close to mine, because like I would probably have less improvement points for you. And I'm going to end this video with how I would probably critique a solve. And okay, so the solve that you will be watching here is actually my blue cross 5x5 solve. So okay, I'll just start. So okay, what I basically noticed in inspection is that I have a bar on the right side and a second bar. When I say bar, I mean 2x1 block. So I actually have a 2x1 block on the left and on the right. And then I have an isolated, like, let's zoom back a little bit earlier. I have there's actually an isolated, like, blue T center that if I do a UW, it will end up right here. So I actually have 3 blocks along the E layer. And then I also noticed that there is actually a corner, like blue corner down here, that if I push it up here, I will form a 1x2 here. And if I turn it, and then this piece will be kicked out. Then when I turn this piece around, the 2 will be on top here. And then when I pull the 2 left layers back, this one piece will come back and I have a full bar. And that's my opening move. So you see that trick? I moved that piece out, I got an opening bar. Here's what I tried to do here. So that's the blue center. For the green center, yeah, it's a bit choppy, I did a bit of rotations. But actually what I was initially planning to do here was, I think that happened very fast. I think what I saw was I could actually make 2 1x3 bars. So that part was good, but the bad part was because I made 2 bars without making, I made 2 side bars without making the middle bar, and the 2 pieces are stuck here. The middle bar became quite inefficient, so you'll see a lot of moves for the middle bar. And then now they just insert this, insert that. So the next cross edge I did was blue and yellow, which is out of frame, but it's at the bottom down here. And then I think, D layer insert. Oh yeah, this is actually a big, like, mistake here. I inserted the red and blue edge upside down because I'm very used to putting red on the left side as a red crossover. So I kind of screwed up and I wasted a few moves trying to fix that. Then yeah, blue-orange is a bit choppy as well. Okay, so for last 4 centers, I would say that I have a relatively low move count, and I also did a bit of like, I think a lot of these happen quite fast, but there are quite a number of advanced tricks you can kind of observe if you were to watch this very slowly. But I don't have that much to say about last 4 centers. Okay, last cross edge is a bit inefficient, but I think this is a slight disadvantage of Yau combined with not being familiar with not being as familiar with blue cross as compared to red. Okay, and this one was a mistake. Okay, so I'll let you watch that again. I was trying to insert this green and white edge because I got the 2 outer ones paired. So I inserted that, and okay, see the other edge is right here. I actually rotated and sledgehammered it in, but from the original angle that I was on, like after inserting the green and whites, like let's say if I didn't rotate, this piece would have, it actually would work well with a back insert, and it will be properly oriented. So there's actually no need to rotate and do that sledgehammer. And yeah, this is the E-slice pairing. Okay, so this is red and yellow edge, not much to say. Red and white edge, okay, I did a flipping algorithm there. I generally try to avoid flipping algorithms. And then, okay, that's 4. I think generally the first 4 edges is quite okay. I think what I was trying to do here is to solve the F2L pair in the front left. So yeah, I solved one F2L pair probably because I spotted the pieces first. So this is a bit of, the Yau method actually offers a bit of flexibility in this area where you can solve an F2L pair first. This one, I would say, is more of a plus point because I basically just grab the easiest thing that you see. Okay, for last 4 edges, I would say it's a bit, my recognition is a little bit choppy. And last 2 edges, I think this one it's probably the worst case, but yep. Then my F2L recognition is quite bad because like blue is not my cross color. OL is quite okay, and yeah, I had a big pause between the OL and PL. So. Okay, so generally I would say that my weak point is that I'm a bit bad at first 3 cross edges, also 4th cross edge, and then F2L and PL recognition.